am only speaking.
I have a feeling that we haven't been recording for this whole time.
Okay.
That we haven't been
Um,
recording this whole time?
no.
No, it
Uh-oh.
does say that we've been recording for an hour and 50 minutes, which would be correct. I don't know how it would have been paused, but okay, we've got an hour and 15 minutes on the time.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. I was just going to say that as an individual council member speaking only for myself and not for the council, I would love the opportunity to have an interactive time where the council could hear from the EDC and offer our perspectives as well as hear from you. You know, I give a report, a very brief summary report at the council meetings, but obviously there's a depth of conversation that can't be relayed in a summary report. And so, as a new council member, I'm still figuring out how best to pursue those um, more in depth conversations on a variety of topics, the EDC being one of them.
When is the
But
next council meeting?
tomorrow,
Oh,
yeah,
that's a lot quick.
yeah,
My thought was if we had, instead of you, like you said, you give a brief summary of what we discussed in our meeting, if it was a presentation to the council that says, I went to the meeting, this is what they discussed, here's what's been laid out as what they believe are their potential responsibilities or objectives, and they're going to have a work session based on these things after we, the council, tell them what we want them to focus on. I mean, that's just another thought.
yeah. And as a council, I would think that there's, an item like that would have to actually go on the agenda. So then there's the timing, obviously for all of that.
That's why I asked when the
Um,
next meeting was.
Right. Yeah. And then also the potential for it to be part of a council work session as well.
So,
But
just to kind of back or get back on our subject, the way I see it is that as an economic development commission, if we can get our recommendations, in line. And hopefully it won't take, too many work sessions. I've definitely heard the commission, and you would like to choose, from, have something tangible to choose from, not, start off with a blank slate, uh, have all of our kind of, as it were, opportunities for to progress with our responsibilities based on the objectives or the goals and objectives that have already been laid out for us. We, inform our session with the drafted mission, vision, values, and then proceed to our recommendations to council. And those are, it's not going to be an all encompassing 5-year plan. It will probably be a lot less than that. It will be, maybe our top 3 things that we can move on and do what we can operate on straight out the gate.
2026 plan would be great.
2026 to-do list.
I would just like to
And I
offer one
do.
other
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
that's right, just one little administrative plan or idea that would probably fall on you, Dawn, to be honest, is because I think Kate, you might have mentioned this. Um, we hopefully will have people cycling on and off of this commission, that some sort of a homework packet be kept up for that new person, whoever that be. Again, it's that, oh, here's the opportunity. We're ready kind of thing.
Yeah. I
Once we
didn't.
determine what we're doing, so if they come in and so when a new person comes in, they can sort of know, because I have to tell you that I did not get that.
Well, I
And
did try.
I'm just now figuring out what it is our role and my role are here.
Well, and I'm hoping that tonight's
I know you did,
presentation.
Dawn. That wasn't intended to be a dig on you at
Oh,
all. I'm
no,
sorry if I came across that way.
no, no, no. I do hope that tonight's presentation was to help clarify,
Yeah, super helpful. Super
good,
helpful.
good.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
great.
and as far as oh my gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Now, I do think it's getting late.
Agreed.
I did try to do a better job with bringing Cole on, and Kate. I had an email that had some introductory things. I was like, yeah, here's your responsibilities, your roles, responsibilities, here's the link. You know? And it wasn't too, fleshed out or anything, but it was to at least provide you the opportunity to educate or to have an education on what your roles and responsibilities would be, what our plan documents are. I'm sure I shoved him into the deep end right off the pier. But it's I'm glad that we've had this presentation though to really go through what these are. And yeah, the work session of I do see that there's, you know, we have we have a place to go now. We have direction. Does everybody feel good about our work session, our next meeting being a work session?
Yes, but
Yeah,
are we going 2 months before then?
because of the holidays, we need to kind of confirm or get narrowed down a date of if we're gonna do this before the end of the year.
Yeah, if our next date is December 29th. And so if that it is going to, if you, and I, not really pop quiz, if you guys can have a chance to look at your calendars and make sure.
I'm definitely out of town
uh,
between Christmas and the New Year,
Okay, good to know.
and that's the Monday between.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
So,
Do
we
we want to wait
can,
that long?
it's our next scheduled meeting.
But this is a work session, not a meeting.
That's
Right.
true. I didn't want to assume that I could take more of your time than I was already allowed. So
That's
I
what we're here for.
we'll see. And now I'm all excited. I've got some interest here. So
So avoid, give a couple weeks, but avoid Thanksgiving. So we have the week of November 17th. We have the week of December 1st, the week of December 8th, and then, holidays, end of school, etc. starts, starts.
yeah.
Uh, and those would be my personal 3 possible weeks.
I
Okay.
would prefer to do it sooner rather than later. So like the week of the 17th, November 17th. Like while
Don't
it's
we
still
need to get Rod in on this too, though, right?
We do. So, a decision on an alternate date is not something that will necessarily solve right now because we don't
Mhm.
have Rod to weigh in on it, and I would want to put out, I'd want to put it on, pen to paper where everybody can review. These are our potential days. What, who does it work for and who not?
As of right now, I can do any of those Mondays that you rattled off. Any of them are fine with me. So whatever y'all want to do, and check in with Rod. And if you need a plan B, I'm good with any of them. So any of them would be a good plan B.
Okie dokie.
The
So
sooner that we do it, the better, though, because I can't promise that'll be forever.
Yeah, right.
right. So what we're looking at are Monday, November 17th, Monday, December 1st, or
Monday, December
8th
8th.
or 15th.
The 8th and the 15th, I'm traveling out. I will not
Okay.
be around. Sorry.
Throw on November 10th too, just in
November
case.
10th.
I'm out of town November 10th.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and I don't think I'd be able to get everything together by November
Yeah.
10th. But hmm. November 17th, is that out?
No,
November
that's good.
17th or December 1st.
Yeah, those are both
Yeah.
good.
I-
It doesn't have to be Monday either. It's a work session, so
Right,
it could
right.
be.
True.
I know, but I have
Oh.
stuff almost every other night of the week. Like I work one night of the week in my shop. I have
Yeah.
a standing thing on Tuesdays. I already
Yeah.
have Mondays
We can do-
available.
Yeah.
We'll do
That's fine.
We'll just do a
over
poll. I
email.
think a poll would be a lot easier.
Says
And
people
it'll
who
give
check email.
everybody time to look at their calendar. Becky, do you wanna if
I'm
email?
voting right
oh,
now. Either of those 2 days is fine with me. You don't have
Okay,
to ask me again.
the 17th or the 1st?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I cannot do the 17th, 7 to
Oh, that's right.
8:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So December 1st is the only day,
Only Monday.
only
but
Monday.
We can see
If you want to do it a different other day, then I do have to check.
Okay. How does the 8th or 15th work? Or no, David, you
Yours
said
is not
those
done.
don't work for you?
Correct. I'm traveling
Okay.
out of the country then.
All right.
I would just suggest send out a poll
Yeah.
and see what we could do.
Okay.
Because
And Don, I would suggest we may have to throw out some January dates
Okay.
also.
We absolutely can. Absolutely will. All right. So on to our skipping back to our agenda. Thank you all,
had an
by the
agenda?
way. Thank you all. Unless there's any other questions about the work session or anything, I'm gonna send out a poll on our dates and start working on those. And to go back to our agenda and business license summary, this is going to be extraordinarily quick, but I'm very excited that we are finally up where we should be with our number of licensed businesses. As far as we've had people that have gotten up to date that were several years in arrears and they are finally good. There are some that are still out there. But 314 Sports Cards finally got up to date.
oh, good. I gave them a ton of money this weekend, so that's great.
So did we. Yeah, he came back with a $6 card and I was like, oh, great. Uh, but it is really nice to see that number up where it's supposed to be to and to have a better relationship with businesses. It will help us next year in having a better number right away. So unless there was any questions on that, yeah, I already spoke to this slide, and that is to show you how this year in 2025, the numbers at the bottom, uh, we have been picking up those previous years all the way up until recently. So there's a lot of overlap, when people fall behind, but we've been able to get I feel like if I don't have to go through too much, you know, too much to get them to pay, then we don't have fees. But we've definitely put in the fee amounts for emailing and mailing, or not emailing, but mailing people. I know this year we've sent out 3 mailings to our delinquent businesses, which, it's over $5. just in mail. So that does add up pretty quickly. As far as our distressed and underperforming properties, I think that this needs to be updated for us because we have at least one of these is not, or it's possibly not going to be vacant, the 9611, as they may, the Enchanted Bride may continue operating if they can get up to code. So, yeah. Did anybody have any questions on these, or is this something that we can, the distress and underperforming property? Did anybody have any questions?
I think it's something good to have in mind for when we develop our plan for 2026.
And I do agree with Nate with what you said. It's like catching catching a bird in flight. When your property is going to come up for a business, and the business owner is going to want to look at the business or the property, or not going to want to look at the property for all different kinds of reasons that have nothing to do with incentives. We can posture ourselves in all kinds of ways, but never be prepared for the actual business that proposes an end use for the location. So I can see how the preparation is futile in a lot of ways, but we will certainly not be prepared if we don't prepare whatsoever. And if we don't understand our programs, if we don't understand our plans, that we won't have anything, what's the word? Not positive, but compelling to say when we make our case. And we always need to have a compelling statement on behalf of our city to promote our city. All right, soapbox jumping down. And we're not going to do election of officers. As far as news and events, what's coming up? Veterans Day, we're closed. Coffee with the Mayor, November 12th. There will be, or there is proposed, a restaurant at the Easy Storage Building. The public hearing for that will be at not our next city council meeting, I guess. But the public hearing is for November 18th. It's a really cool Chinese restaurant. It's their first location, so there's no website or anything or menu to pour over. But they certainly seem like nice folks, and if they can make that space work as a restaurant, I think it will be lucrative.
It's a Chinese restaurant.
Yes. Yeah. Taste of Jian Nan. I keep wanting to say Nang. Jiang Nan. Oh, I just tried that and biffed. But the most important thing coming up is the turkey trot, right, David?
We already have 1,000 runners. It's going to be spectacular. We have the Great Heart Brewing Company as the exclusive beer sponsor moving forward, all of its own, and the wine merchant. It's also supplying all sorts of booze and drinks. It's going to be
Nice.
fun. Bring your friends and family.
That's almost enough to make me want to run.
You could just come and volunteer.
Non-runners. What do non-runners do to
You
participate?
come and volunteer. You can serve drinks. You can just hang out and listen to Mark Bernanke scream. It's an amazing morning. It's the best way to start
Well,
any holiday.
you're the chair, yeah?
I am the resident organizer of the race. Yes, there is no
Well, I'm
commission
happy to
or
volunteer,
committee.
whatever. Just
Really?
let me know. Yeah.
Really? Oh, we'd
Yeah,
love
really.
to have you. We would love to
Yeah,
have
whatever
you.
you need. I don't
Cool.
run. I walk
No,
pretty
no,
well, but I don't
I
run.
don't run. I don't run either. I just sit there and freeze. Wonderful.
I did that once. I volunteered one time and froze my pajujis off.
Well, you could work on the hot beverage station then.
That's what I did last time. It was still cold. But I'm happy to volunteer. I'll just show up. You'll put me to work.
Cool. You're the best. Thank you.
Oh, you're
And
the
we did
best.
have it on one of our previous slides that encouraging our commissioners to be out in the community, to be our public face, to put that positive I wanted to say vibe, but to put
More
the
ambassadorship
positive.
for the city. Can't
Thank
all
you.
fall on the shoulders of
That
the
sounds
council.
way more professional than vibe. Thank you. But yes, to get out in front of in front of the community as much as we can is something that we want to encourage for our commissioners. So the turkey trot would be a wonderful opportunity. And I think I would like to volunteer as well, but I'm gonna have to look at
Oh
schedule.
my gosh, this is
I'm
overwhelming
I'm not
support, and I could not be
committing
more happy.
at
Thank you.
this moment, but I would like to volunteer.
You will be welcomed with open arms
So.
and fresh donuts.
Oh, now you didn't mention donuts before. Now I'm totally in. Donuts are my jam.
Donuts and beer.
That's
Twisting arms.
almost as
twisting
good as
arms.
ice cream and beer.
Carlos, did you have anything to add for the
No,
meeting?
I think we're good.
Okay. Are there any questions or anything? Becky and David.
Good.
All
I'm
right.
good.
Oh, and
Thanks for
Kate.
letting me stay home, kids. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, one more thing. Kate, what do you have from City Council to confer?
I mean, there's not really that much from city council, but I do think it's interesting that the city council, because we have new members, 3 of us that are new within this year, we are doing kind of a preliminary goal council workshop. We're not developing goals at this workshop. We're just having the opportunity to talk about it. So I think it's interesting, especially as it aligns with the work that EDC will be doing at their next work session, that hopefully there'll be some good overlap there. And definitely this conversation helps inform that conversation that's coming up at our work session on November 4th. And then just a brief report, not yesterday, October 25th, it feels like yesterday, was a great city active day. We had a River de Pear trash bash cleanup in the morning. Dawn and I were both there, wading in the river, picking up trash. And then the
Where
evening
was
of the
that?
Harvest Festival. What was that, Becky?
Where was the trash bash thing? Where was that?
We accessed the River de Pear right behind Murphy Company. So
Oh,
it's like 1,400 price.
uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's all back in that area. Really beautiful area and a decent amount of trash, not too bad, thankfully. But it was good to be out there and to do a cleanup. That's region wide, but it's nice to have an Olivet site as well. And then the Harvest Festival in the evening was wonderful. I'm curious to hear the report from Parks and Rec on the turnout and numbers and just feedback from people. But certainly everyone that I talked to is having a great time. Fun to have the tables out set up outside, the petting zoo, the hay rides. It was a great event and it seemed, just from my perspective, to be very well attended. So I was glad to see that. And
Oh,
it's
that's great.
one of those really fun, like the turkey trot, bringing out the community. Oh, this is predominantly families with younger kids.
I'm being told it's the second best event at Olivet every year. No, I talked to Beverly today. She said it was an awesome showing. And like they used to have the Boo Bash, and this year's event was significantly better and well attended. So congrats to everyone, and to you, Kate, for being part of it.
I didn't do anything but show up in a costume and
Well.
hand out some treats and talk to people. But yes, Parks and Rec, I think their entire staff might have been there for that event. They really worked very, very hard pulling that event together. And I'm sure they were exhausted at the end of the night. So kudos to our Parks and Rec team. They are amazing. So that's all.
Well, thank you very much, Kate, for the review. And if unless there's anything else, I think our vice chairman should call it. The gavel has swung. Thank you all. You have a good night.
All right, bye everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
All right.